welcome everybody to Dungeon Academy episode 3. Sorry I missed last week. I was very sick, but now we're back, and this show is kind of an introductory D&D sort of show with players who all watch dice camera action and kind of learn D&D through dice camera action. And basically, what I learned is they pretty much know everything. So the show is a good way to learn how to play D&D. So the group has hit 3rd level, and in D&D 3rd level in 5th edition, 3rd level is kind of like really the bottom level. I mean, levels 1 and 2 are like a way to like kind of nibble your way towards learning the basics of a character. A lot of games actually just start at level 3 because that's really kind of the baseline where you have your full array of powers and stuff. So the characters are all level 3, and we had left off last time. All right. The group had found this golden skull. It had 4 empty slots in it, and they knew that 4 elemental gems go in them and that the bad guys wanted them. So the heroes went to the Shadowfell, which is kind of this undead evil realm that layers over the regular prime material plane. And they went to this area of the Shadowfell where wyverns go to die. A wyvern is like a dragon, but it's dumber, and it doesn't have legs, and it doesn't breathe, and it's got a tail stinger. So this place is full of piles of wyvern bones, and these creatures called Darklings live there. And Darklings are just kind of like these shadow-infused, hooded, dagger-wielding, kind of lowlifes who hate light, but they're also kind of like light. Like they always collect anything that has to do with light because they're fascinated by it. And so the group went there, and it turns out that Winthrop had actually met these people before, as they wanted Winthrop to steal some stuff for them. And the leader of the Darklings is named Heather. And so we had left off where Winthrop was on a bone bridge 10 feet off the ground. There's all of these bone piles and piles of skulls with bone bridges connecting them. So there's this whole elevated walkway in this whole area. And so Winthrop was up there with the Darkling leader and her sidekick, Steve or whatever. And the rest of the group was hiding behind a bone pile and have not been detected yet. And what happened was this carriage drawn by skeletal horses arrived. And out of it stepped this skeletal wizard who Heather is very scared of. And I think that's where we stopped, right?
Mm-hmm.
Sounds about right.
So, let's see, anything else? And any other backstory? The group knows that this Temple of Elemental Evil has a whole bunch of evil factions in it. There's cults of each element. So there's fire, air, water, and whatever the other one is. And there's also a demon lord named Zugtmoy, who's like a fungus lady. And there's also Vecna, the god of secrets. And all of them are combined and doing something with this temple that's not good. There's this huge army of villains kind of collecting there. So there's an army of good that's setting up and getting ready to attack the temple. And right now the army is really outnumbered, and the group is kind of doing missions for the army. And Lilia serves a big furry Fey guy named Gnarl, who's just like a big furry thing, and he can just pull stuff out of his fur, like mundane items that are sometimes useful. And
We love Gnarl.
the gnarly forest is connected to his moods. So if he's happy, the gnarly forest is nice. If he's not happy, it gets all thorny. And the group had met the army a little bit, and they met 2 heroes named Rufus and Burn, who are the best of friends.
Ship it so hard.
And
My
and
favorite game.
they also made friends with a blink dog that they kept. But right now, when they went to the Shadowfell, I think they left the blink dog behind, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes.
He's watching the horses.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the skeletal wizard with rotting robes, and he's got like a little bit of flesh left, but not much. And his eyes are sometimes his eye sockets are dark, and sometimes they flash with like red pinpoints of light when he seems like he's intense, So right now they're pretty much not intense, and he says, he just says, the gems, and Heather says, Kel, you know, and we didn't know, and he just says, bring me to the gems, leave the others, and she's like, right away, Kel, and Winthrop, she gives you like a really worried look, and she kind of like starts running, and they're heading over to a yes, and they're heading over to a bone pile, and Steve says to you, Winthrop, he's like, that guy's gonna kill us all, Steve, Winthrop, we're gonna die.
Who is this guy? I've heard his name before, but that's it.
He said, it's Kel the Elder. He's a lich. He's very powerful.
I don't like liches at all.
He made the gems. We didn't know. So basically what happened was he made the gems and gave them to somebody. And these Darklings jumped the people who had the gems. And they didn't know, you know, and now he's coming to get them back and get them where they're supposed to be going.
Question: do we hear any of this?
Yeah, you're right there.
Okay.
Yeah, you kind of hear.
Okay, just making sure.
So then, Seraphine, something weird happens. There's kind of like a purple swirl around you, and a kind of translucent purple figure appears of a thin elf who
That guy again.
he like looks shocked, and he like touches one of the skulls, and he actually is able to lift the skull, and he says, I can. And then he looks at you, Seraphine, and he looks really, really angry. What do you guys do?
Do we see this purple wisp guy?
I just tell him, I try to grab him, and I don't know. Just tell him, whatever it is, whatever's happening, just stop. Like, go back.
Can I do something? Hold
Yeah.
on. Can I use my new spell, Detect Magic?
Yeah, go ahead. Detect magic. Yeah.
Idea.
Do you want me to use it? Because I can do it without using a spell slot.
I know you're very magical, but man, let me try magic.
You want to try a spell?
All right.
All right, go ahead.
Okay, so detect magic. Now from him, I don't think it's not like the result of a spell or whatever. You do detect magic coming from that carriage pulled by the two skeletal horses, which is just sitting there over there. From inside, something is glowing on the inside. One or two things. So the translucent elf, he looks at you, Seraphine, and he yells, "You killed me!" And he throws the skull at you. And he hits you for 0 points of damage.
Okay, well, fine.
Ooh.
Is he making like noise? Or are they like looking this
Yeah.
way?
Oh yeah, Steve immediately was like, "What is that?"
Like,
I don't know. I saw that guy before, and he looked like he was going to do something evil, and then he just poof, disappeared again. But
I'm just gonna tell them.
God, I was just seeing things.
I'm just gonna tell them, whatever. Someone get in that carriage. We'll take care of this.
You got it. I just go for the carriage.
All right, well let's roll. Let's roll initiative.
Wait.
Oh my god!
Oh god, already initiative.
No.
All right.
Okay.
So I got it.
Well.
All right. So wait. Let's see. Lilia, what'd you get?
That's 20.
Wow.
I hate you.
What did Seraphine get?
Hang on. I got a 10 plus my initiative, which is 2, so 12.
All right. That was Seraphine. Winthrop?
5.
For Winthrop. And what about Bravesweet?
I got 14.
14 for Bravesweet. Okay. So Lilia, you get to go first. So there's a few things happening. There's right near you. There's this ghost elf who's really angry and yelling. And then there's on the bridge. There's the Darkling next to Winthrop, who's like, "What's going on?" Looks like he's about to hop down and handle stuff. And meanwhile, the lich and the leader are kind of over there a little bit, going into like some of these bone piles are hollow. They're actually like there's an interior that they can go into, and they're going into.
Okay. I am going to try and misty step to another pile of like bones or whatever and try to make some noise over there so they're like distracted by what's happening over there so my friends can like do whatever they need to do.
Okay, wait. All right. So you're gonna misty step to another bone pile. So
Mhm.
there's, you're kind of on one side of the road. There's 3
Yeah,
piles
so-
over there, and then there's a few piles on your side. Which side do you want to go to?
Like the other side, so like
Okay.
they're like just like think it's like bones falling off of whatever
Oh,
pile.
okay. So do you want to go to the pile that they're walking towards, or another pile that looks like a building, or a pile that's just a pile?
Think probably go to like closer to where they're going, but not the one that they're heading towards.
Okay.
So like
So that would be the other building then. All right.
Yeah.
So Lilia goes over there, and you start making noise.
yeah, just like
Okay.
just so it sounds like so
Little
like
rat.
if I would be or like I would misty step
And, like,
So
like little xylophone.
like behind it so like I'll make some noise like it sounds like just like bones falling.
So
yeah.
the Lich and Heather don't seem to hear it, but from inside the building you're right near, you hear somebody like a female voice like, that's what you hear. All right.
Excuse
After Lilia is Bravesweet.
Okay.
What do you want to do?
Well, I was told get that wagon. So, is there a way I can run towards the wagon without being seen? and
Make a
somehow
stealth
sneak
check.
in? Oh boy,
Oh,
this is
no.
not good.
Oh no.
Oh, this is terrible. Nat 20, come on. Oh no. Oh no.
Oh no.
Stealth. Actually,
That sounds good.
I'm not bad at stealth, but then I get like, isn't it -2 or just? Oh, it's disadvantage
'Cause of your
of my
armor, yeah.
Yeah. Armor.
Oh, that wasn't even much better, but that was a 10, and that's +4, so that's 14.
Okay. So you run. You seem like you've stealthed. The 2 skeletal horses like kind of turn their heads towards you, but they don't really have any reaction. So with your move,
Oh,
you
good.
get up to the door, and when you look inside, you see it's kind of run down, like a really old, kind of rotted interior of the carriage. You can see 2 things through the window. There's a little pouch, and you have you have the detect magic going, right?
Yes, I do.
So the stuff inside is glowing so strongly that it's like you can see it through the pouch. There's also a book, and the book you can see right on it. On the book, there's a magic glyph etched into it that's glowing very, very brightly.
Is the glyph like in any language I would know, or?
Okay, hold on. Let me tell you. You know what type of magic it is. I'm so bad with
Okay.
the types of magic. Let me look.
All right.
All right, it's abjuration magic, which is often
Abjuration.
protection kind of magic.
Okay.
Make a Arcana check.
Okay.
God damn it.
I got this, guys. Oh no!
Oh,
I rolled a 2. And I don't
You do not know magic.
I don't.
I
Okay.
know magic, but not that magic.
I think altogether, I think altogether it's a 3.
Okay. See. Okay.
So.
So that's it. That's what you know. There's a book with a
Yep.
glowing rune on it, and you know
Pretty
that
much.
normally, if you didn't have your detect magic going, you wouldn't be able to see the rune at all. It would have been invisible. And yes, there's a
Okay.
pouch of things. You still have your action. You could open and go in and grab stuff, or whatever you would like to do. What would you like to do?
Can I take the book and the pouch and just stuff it in my robes or whatever I'm got on and just... I don't know how much movement I have, if I have enough to actually leave the wagon as well.
No.
Okay.
You grab the tome. It's a big, heavy tome. You can see it's like been used a lot. There's a lot of like the pages that are kind of weird and crooked and stuff. And then there's also the pouch. The pouch you can feel has D4 plus 4. 8 little beads in it you can feel as you...
Oh.
And they're glowing with potent magic.
You
ooh.
should probably get it to your friend that
I mean-
knows magic.
I'll hold on to it. Yeah. I'll hold on to it. And like
Grab-
until next turn to sneak out. And
All
I
right.
think that's it.
Then it's Seraphine's turn. This angry elf, who you recognize, is really angry at you and yelling that you killed him.
Okay.
You killed me!
Okay. Question to DM: am I
Yeah.
allowed to cast a spell and then another spell that only requires my bonus action?
Yes, as long as one of them is a cantrip. You can only cast one normal spell per round, but you could do one normal spell and then a cantrip.
Okay. Then I'm going to just grab him by the mouth to get him to shut up and stop freaking them out, and cast Inflict Wounds, which is first level.
Oh my, okay. All right, do I make a saving throw against that?
No, I just rolled a hit and add +5.
Okay,
That's 13 plus 5, so that's 18.
okay. You hit. How much damage do you do?
3d10 necrotic.
Oh my god, okay. Oh,
That's
okay,
a
go
lot.
ahead. Go ahead.
Okay, find my d10s. I'm trying to take this guy out before we have any problems, so you can thank me later.
Cleric is so OP. I had no idea.
Yeah, what is happening?
Okay.
My spells are all like fun, stupid things. They don't do damage.
Oh.
Okay, 6, 5, and a 2. So that's 13 points of damage. Necrotic.
Cast Inflict Wounds, and he's actually tangible. You can actually touch him, and when you pump this necrotic energy into him, you notice the necrotic energy looks a lot like the stuff he's made up of. And it doesn't seem to hurt him at all. In fact, it seems to make him more tangible, and he becomes more solid. And he's as shocked as you are. He's like, what did you do to me? He yells. All right. That was Sarah.
Let's ghost, not ghost.
Winthrop.
Great. Okay, someone help me find him.
Winthrop, you are 10 feet up on a bone bridge. Steve is like,
Yeah.
who's yelling? What is happening? What do you do?
I honestly don't know, man. How far away is Seraphine, and also how far away is Kel and Heather?
How
Don't
far
know.
away is Kel and Heather? Well, it looks like your friends are like 15 feet away from you.
Okay.
Across and 10 feet down. And Kel and Heather are like 45 feet away. They're going into a building.
Okay.
Steve's just like, what is happening? I need an adult.
It looks like your boss is leading Kel to gem that you stole.
Oh, it was actually 4 gems.
4
It's pretty good, right?
gems.
Oh, he's got all of them.
They're
Oh,
really
shit.
shiny.
Oh, I know.
Oh. God.
Okay, then. And I don't know what's up with the purple ghost.
So what would you like to
Let's
do?
see. What can I do?
Do whatever you think is best.
Know what? I'm gonna let's just use one of my second level spells that I have and cast Moonbeam on top of the ghost guy. Let's do the ghost guy.
No, okay.
Just like so he kind of a spotlight on top of the purple
Oh
ghost.
God.
Oh god.
Okay, well,
All right, so a huge shaft
Because
of light,
I saw
like
Seraphine try to attack him, and then he started being tangible again. And I'm like, nope, that's not normal. That's not normal.
does he need to make a saving throw? All
Constitution saving throw.
right, let's see what he gets. Ooh, 16. Does
Alright.
it do anything even if he makes it?
Yeah, I think it's half damage.
Okay. All right, so
I
go ahead.
can look it up and double check if I need though.
No, it's okay. Go ahead. You
It's like
can
I
roll-
have it bookmarked.
You can roll damage.
All right, it's 2d10. That would be I rolled a 12.
12, so he took 6, right?
Yeah.
Moonbeam, a silvery beam of pale blue light shines down in a 5-foot radius, 40-foot high cylinder centered on a point within range. It is engulfed. All right, so this ghost thing is engulfed in ghostly flames when it's radiant damage. Oh,
Yeah.
all right. So, yeah, he's ghostly flames like he starts screaming loudly in pain. There's a huge shaft of light like illuminating the whole area.
Yay, spotlight.
I guess it's not selfish anymore, you guys.
Yo,
Alright.
And then I'd also like to just go a little bit closer to where Kel and Heather is, so I can at least listen in. Just that's the movement, I guess.
Okay, you're gonna stay up above on the bridge. They're on the ground. Do you want to go across the bone bridge?
Sure, I'll go across.
Now, do you want to try to be stealthy, or?
Sure, I'll be
Okay,
stealthy.
Go ahead and make a stealth
I'll
check.
try to be.
I mean,
Two people
you'll
who try to be stealthy.
16.
That's good. So Winthrop, you are, you're a Shatter Kai. You're at home in the Shadowfell, so you're very good at blending in with the shadows. And you have your tattoo, right? Kind of your Mike Tyson tattoo kind of thing. You can creep around and nobody. You are very unseen. Okay, now it's my turn. So, the huge moonbeam goes off. The ghost guy screaming in pain. Heather and Kel suddenly turn and see this massive 40-foot tall column of light. And that's when Kel's eyes go from dark to like red pinpoints, you know.
Well.
And Heather nervously looks at him. I guess he's gonna. So he starts. Let me make a perception.
oh shit.
Okay, so he starts heading towards the light, but then he notices Bravesweet messing at his carriage.
Uh-oh.
He starts floating over there.
Hecknabbit.
I'm just like snuffing stuff. I'm like,
Did he notice her because she was stealthed, or?
I rolled a perception. I rolled a 17. So
Oh, never mind.
Oh.
So,
he floats over. He turns.
yeah.
And he says, he comes within 10 feet of you, and he stops, and he holds out like a bony skeletal hand, and he says, "What have we here?" Do you have any reaction?
It's a nice wagon you got. I was checking it out. Yeah.
Mm,
I do have a quick question,
We
though.
can't fight a lich, y'all.
okay. He had to double move to get there, so that's all he can do. But his eyes are like red pinpoints. He's 10
I have a
feet.
quick question.
Yeah.
Looking at Moonbeam, it
Uh-huh.
says, for the first time on a turn or starts its turn there.
Okay.
So does
Takes
it
more
also?
damage.
It takes more damage.
All right, let's
Does
see if
it-
I got a 5. I failed my save.
Oh,
God.
okay. That's 11.
All right. So he holds out a hand at you, Seraphine, and he says, "Why did you do this to me?" And then he kind of disintegrates and goes away.
Thank God. Okay.
And then so that's my okay. So and I've got Heather. What is Heather gonna do? Heather panics and runs into that building that they were going towards, and inside the room that I think Lilia is close to. So I'm making a roll. You hear like rolling, like something coming closer from the inside. Something's bashing around or something's happening.
Yeah.
All right, and then it's Lilia's turn.
Okay. All right. So what's happening right now?
You're near a building made of bones, and inside somebody's in there making noise. They were trying to
Okay.
say something, but it was muffled. And now you hear like something rolling around in there.
Oh God. I have a question. For message, do I have to see the creature to do it?
I don't remember. Let's see. Message.
It just says it says I need to point at it. I don't. Does that mean I have to see it?
You point your finger toward a
I-
creature within
I think-
range. I guess you probably have to Oh, wait, you can cast a spell through solid objects if you are familiar with the target and know it is beyond the barrier. So yes, you can. You don't have to see
Okay. Okay. So I'm going to like cast a message and be like, "Hello? Who's there?"
Can they respond?
Yeah.
Okay. You hear, let's see, what's her name? You hear a female voice. You've never met this person before. She says, "Are you here to save me? Did Senshock send you? Please hurry. I'm tied up. They gagged me.
Oh gosh. Okay.
I don't want to die."
I can't respond to her, but like I'm like, all right.
You still have your move.
Yeah. Is there like is it like a solid thing? Is there a window somewhere like or whatever?
There's a door. There are no windows, but there is like a doorway. Like it's not. There's no door. It's just a big empty opening.
And will they like see me if I try to go through the door?
No.
Okay, so I'm gonna run through the door.
Okay. Inside, you see a woman wearing like red clothes, like the fire cultists you fought. She's dressed just like they are. She has hair that's kind of dyed like fire, like it's red, and then it gets yellow at the bottom. And she's tied to a chair, and she's gagged, but she's like rolling around on the ground.
Oh God!
And she looks up at you like eyes
What
wide.
an image.
Yeah.
Can I help her, or is
What
it
do you
like
what
my
do you
turn?
want to do? I mean, you used your action for message, but you went in there, and what do you want to do?
I'm gonna. I want to like try to help her up and like untie it, the ropes and stuff.
Okay, so you're gonna start trying to untie her. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, that was Lilia's turn. So Bravesweet, you're over by the carriage. You have the book you just stuffed in your bag, and you have the pouch, and there's a lich 10 feet away from you, and he seems not
Is he like
thrilled.
in the doorway or is he like in the wagon with me?
He's outside the wagon. He's outside.
Eat that shit.
Can I like push him out? I have this idea. Tell me if I can't do this. I'm gonna shove him, push him off balance so he falls. And then I'm gonna hop on board the wagon, take the reins. I assume nobody else, and just
Okay, so you're gonna try to knock him over, and then
yeah,
all right, so
knock him prone, I guess.
all right, knocking him over would be, unless you have some special power you want to use, it would be a opposed strength check.
Oh,
So we each make a strength check. So you roll a d20 and add your strength bonus.
Okay.
I rolled a
Well, I'm
natural
pretty
1.
strong. Oh, I rolled 13, but that's like plus my strength modifier is plus 15 or whatever.
So you like, he's staring at you,
I'm
and
like,
he
you
gets
have
real
a nice wagon.
so he gets real shocked as you run out, and you like blast into him, and he's so like brittle and feeble that it's kind of sad. And he falls over. And, looks like he's gonna have trouble getting back up. and so then you hop onto the thing. You're gonna try to drive it.
Take the reins.
All right. So make an animal handling.
Would speaking with animals help me? My spell, speak with animals, or
Oh, you're a
they're not
ranger.
animals, right?
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, yeah. Just make
Fair
an
enough.
animal handling with advantage, just to see how.
Okay. Okay.
So roll
okay.
2. Take the higher of the
Oh,
2.
thank you for advantage. Okay. Animal handling. I got plus 3, 12, so that's 15.
Okay.
I love 15.
So these are dead horses, but the way that you handle them seems to some kind of instinct kicks in, and they start to run, and so the carriage like takes off. I guess back towards the way you came, so you're kind of blasting through the whole area right now. Okay.
I like to think that I want to head it in the direction where I can pick up one of my other fellow people's. Like, I don't know exactly. I'm trying to think, where's this
So like you're
building
coming
is?
down this way, right? There's 2 of your friends over here,
Yeah.
and 1 of your friends is over here, and then there's the building where Heather went to here, and then the lich is back here.
Oh boy. Do I see do I see Lilia with the person, or I don't even know that she is with this gagged person?
Yeah, she's in a building, so you don't know.
Yeah, so I don't even know where she is. So I'll head towards my 2 friends where I know where they are and be like, hop on!
I'm on the bridge. I physically cannot hop on
Well,
unless I want to.
she's gonna go right.
15-foot fall.
She's gonna go right under the bridge, right? And the bridge is 10 feet up.
Yeah.
The carriage is like probably not quite 10 feet high, but actually you could probably drop on it. You might have to make like a dex check or whatever.
Yeah, do it!
But right now it's Seraphine's turn. So Seraphine, you're kind of over here. The carriage is going like this.
Okay.
That's all I ever wanted.
Okay. Question 1: did they pick up the gems from the bone pile?
As far as nobody's seen the gems yet.
Oh, so
As far as you know, Heather was leading the lich to where the gems were, which was in this building up here.
okay, in the building. Okay. Then yeah, I'm gonna see the carriage and just gonna scream to the building, go after Heather, and try to jump on it.
All right.
You're gonna jump on the
Try
carriage.
to like what is this? Mission Impossible this and like grab on.
Or just make a dex. You're gonna do it. I just want to see how, like if it's a low roll, you don't do it as well. Basically, if it's a 1,
Yeah.
Can I like when
Dex
she's about to jump
saving throw,
on?
just
Can I
like
slow down to give her advantage so she can hop on?
Not right now. No. So Seraphine,
Okay.
just make a roll d20 and add your dex bonus. Oh, and acrobatics if you want. You can add your acrobatics.
Ooh. Okay, let me double check what that is. Okay, so that'll be that's a 9 and a 2, so 11.
Okay. So were you trying to get in the door of the carriage, or do you want to get on the roof of the carriage?
I'm gonna try to like grab onto the door.
So there's like a little thing to stand on the side. So you jump on and you go inside.
I'll kind of like not get totally inside, so I can still like jump out if need be, but like kind of just like like hang off to the side, really cool.
Oh my God.
All right.
Action movie.
Yes.
This
Okay.
is so awesome.
So
Yeah.
Winthrop, at about the same time, it's like slow motion going right under the bridge.
Okay.
Do it.
Took such a left
Jump
turn.
onto try to do a 3-point landing on the roof.
All right. So it's
Would it
a
be-
acrobatics check, I guess.
Okay.
Got
Are
it.
you sure it's not athletics?
It could be. Yeah, it could be athletics. Yeah.
Oh, that's better.
Okay.
Okay. 11.
Make a dexterity saving throw. I just want to see if you're standing or if you fell.
All right. Yeah, that's also an 11.
Okay, so you jump on and you kind of like land flat on it, but you're on it. Okay.
Nice.
All right.
But that's a kind of movement, right?
Mhm.
Would that be movement in this
Mhm.
case?
Mhm.
Because I want to use my action to grab the moonbeam and just kind of slide it over and put it on top of the prone lich.
No!
You're upsetting the balance of life.
How dare you?
Oh my God, so badass.
It's on your butt.
Oh, brutal.
Oh my God.
Imagine like these helicopter lights as you're jumping across the
Yeah.
It's a Mission Impossible movie. I swear.
Oh, this is-
All we need now is something to blow up. And I'm coming for that, guys.
oh, just you wait.
All right, so I'm gonna make a saving throw, right?
Yes.
I rolled a 2. Here's a thing though called legendary resistance, where 3 times per day he can choose to succeed on a saving throw. So he made his save, but how much damage
Alright.
does it do? And I'll cut it in half.
All right. That does 14.
So he took 7. All right, let me
All
write
right.
the lich's hit points down. All right. 7. All right, there we go.
I still like him.
He's completely freaking outraged at what just happened.
Undead lich
All right.
automatically is just like a note from Winthrop.
All right, so on my turn, Steve just screams in terror and just runs. He's running as far away as he can get. On
Fair
my
enough.
turn, Lilia, the woman who's all tied up, is trying to escape her bonds here a little bit, and actually gets her her body's still tied, but she gets her hands free and she pulls her gag down. and she says, "Thank you for. Let's get out of here. This place is horrible."
Yeah, I don't like it either.
The gems. They stole the gems. Did you get the gems?
Do you know where they are? Because I don't.
Probably. I don't know. That the Heather probably has them.
All right. Let's get out of here.
All right. All right, and then the Lich's turn. Wow. Okay. It's like really not fair. All right, so he's right, and then he starts his turn in the Moonbeam, right? So I take more damage. So I'm gonna choose to succeed this save because I failed it again. So how much? Oh wait, do I have magic resistance also? No, I don't. Okay.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know.
How much damage?
I don't like it.
I'll cut the damage in half. How much did you do?
That's 11.
Okay, so he took 5. Okay. All right, so he looks at the
like
carriage. He casts a spell, and he creates like this vortex in front of him. And so one end of the vortex is in front of him, and the other is on the roof of the carriage. He steps through his vortex and comes out of the vortex on the carriage. So he's standing on the carriage above the prone Winthrop, where Bravesweet is sitting behind him. He's standing there. His robes are like waving in the wind, and he used his action to do that. So that's it for him.
Good go,
Hello. How are you?
Wait, is he on the carriage now?
Yeah, he's on the roof of the carriage.
We got problems.
And I guess Heather is in the building. Like, where did you go? What is going on? What happened? All right, and then it's Lilia's turn. So there's this lady. She untied her hands and everything. She's like, the gems.
Right. Okay. Hold on. Let me check something. Okay. So I'm thinking that I probably heard the stuff that's going on outside, right?
Yeah.
Okay,
yeah, you're gonna hear like, like.
Right. So I'm gonna assume that I heard that, and I'm gonna I'm gonna cast Detect Magic, and I'm gonna try to find the gems, and then I'm gonna head into that direction and like point into that direction.
Okay, so
be like that way.
Detect Magic. Okay, so Detect Magic, you kind of peer out. I guess you're going to see some magic by the carriage, and then you're going to see a magic coming from the building up there a little bit, the one that Heather's in.
Okay. So
that was your action. You can still move.
Guess I'm running that way, you guys.
Okay. This lady. Are you gonna? She's still tied to the chair. Are you
right.
Gonna, if you untied her, that would be all you could do, or you could just leave her and go.
No, I'm gonna untie her.
Really? She's shocked. She says, "Thank you so much. I like your hat."
Thank you.
It's a great hat.
Which cult are you in?
Gnarls.
Gnarls? Gnarl? All right, she just looks at you weird. All right, that was Lily's turn. Bravesweet, you're driving a carriage driven by 2 skeletal horses. You're sitting kind of near the roof. On the roof, Winthrop is lying flat, and there's a lich standing on the roof. What would you like to do?
Well, I don't know if am I holding on to like reins to like steer the horses kind of thing?
Mm-hmm.
Could I like take one? Since they are moving forward in the general direction of where we want to go, could I take a moment and then draw my bow and shoot at the lich on the roof?
Sure, go
okay.
ahead. Yeah.
I think I'll do that.
So you just turn and he's right there, like 10 feet away. So it's
Well,
so like you peers there, and then like he looks at you, and you're like arrow. Okay.
Right in the face.
Oh,
20!
Really? Natural 20? Wow. Wow. Okay.
Switch up. We're messing with
All right.
Right in the hand. And then what do I roll for damage?
So when you roll a critical hit, you do your normal. So basically, you roll your damage dice twice, and then you add the bonus. So if it was D8 plus 2, it would be 2D8 plus 2.
Okay. So it's a D8. I got that. Yep. Okay, so 2d8. All right. That was a 5. That was a 7. I'm not good at math, but that is
12.
12. And then it's plus 6. That's
Oh, 12 plus 6, 18. All right.
18. And then you add and then you double the amount, or
Well, you roll your
double
damage
plus
dice
roll.
twice, and then you just add your
Oh,
bonus as normal.
okay. Okay. And then I rolled an 8, and then I rolled an 8. So that's 16.
Okay.
16. That's a lot of damage.
All right. 16. All right. So I guess you shoot him. You want to just shoot him like right in the head.
Yeah.
All right. So you hit him
Headshot.
so hard that like cracks like a spider web come out.
Yes.
You think that might be permanent?
It is skull.
That's gonna be there forever probably, and he's extremely angry about that. All right.
Come on, man. If there's one thing I can
Bad
appreciate,
idea, you
it's
guys.
cracks in your face.
So, Seraphine, you're in the carriage, and you saw a flash of light, and you heard like a, you know.
Okay, I'm gonna kind of like.
Oh, that's right. You're on the side. I'm sorry.
Yeah,
Okay,
I'm
so
on
you
the
see
side.
this. You saw it happening. Yeah.
Okay, got it. Am I close enough to grab him or not? Would I have to like climb up?
Yeah, you can grab him.
All right, because I'm debating between two choices of action. I could go the badass stupid route, or I could just hit him.
Badass stupid route.
Every time.
Okay.
Do it.
I already did that. I made him show up in front of me.
Okay, then I'm going to use my legs to kind of like trap myself against the side and grab his ankles and try to yank him off the top.
Okay.
Just throw him off the carriage.
All right. So that's
Oh,
that is a opposed strength check. So I'll roll a strength check, and you roll d20 and add your strength bonus.
Okay.
Oh, I rolled high this time.
You rolled a what?
I got a 19.
Fuck, I only got a 14. I got a 15.
So you reach up, you grab his ankle, but he's resisting, and now it looks like he turns and looks at you, and so the arrow's
Okay.
like boop, pointing at you, and he's
Okay,
got
that's
this
fine.
red eyes.
My turn is over. I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Spiritual Weapon,
Oh,
and
okay.
I'm going to have it's going to be a glowing mace that's just gonna hang right above his head.
yeah.
I think actually when you cast it, it gets to attack right away, so I think you can.
Ooh, okay, yeah, yeah. Let's do this.
Double yes.
Do it.
Oh.
Okay, so it's rolled a hit. So okay, so that's a 9 plus 5, so that's a 14.
Misses. Yeah. All right. So, but you got your weapon. It's a glowing mace.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Also, he looks at your, you probably have a symbol of Umbra, your goddess, right? And
I do, yeah,
he
it's around my neck.
kind of like recoils from that in disgust.
Yeah.
All right. Nice.
Here.
So, Winthrop, you're lying there. Seraphine's grabbing his ankle. He just got shot in the head with an arrow. He's looking at Seraphine. What would you like to do?
How far away is my Moonbeam right now?
Your carriage
How
is
far
moving,
away is it?
it's probably at least 60 feet away now.
All right, I think that's the max I can move it.
Oh, okay.
So I'd like to move it back on top of him, just like, hi.
Oh, all right. All
We're
right.
literally just dragging a spotlight around.
Yeah, I'm
All
just
right.
like, you're the star of the show. Yay.
All right, I rolled a 17, so I think I made it, so I'll take half damage.
Yeah, you did. But
This-
it's still 2. I have
No,
a
I'm
quick
gonna
question though,
Mm-hmm.
because my Circle of Twilight allows me to augment a spell. Would that work with one that's already being cast, or would I have to cast a new one? you
Circle
think?
of Twilight? I don't know. What does it say? Like, what's the word?
It says that I can augment a spell, but I can't remember if it said anything about one that's already being cast. I don't think it did at all, so I don't know.
Oh, we'll just say yes for now. We could look at it later.
Okay. We'll just throw another D10 in on that then, if that's.
Mhm.
Well, 2 of them are radiant, and 1 of them would be necrotic, and I'm just kind of like, I don't know what's gonna happen, but I'm gonna try anyway.
Okay.
All right. So the radiant damage is 15,
Okay.
and
so it
the
takes.
necrotic is 7.
Okay. The necrotic. Oh, look at that. Okay. All right. Necrotic looks like it didn't hurt him as much as normal. It should have.
I didn't think it would.
3, 5.
It's something.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So Winthrop, are you still lying down or do you get up?
I'd like to get up.
Okay. All right. So you stand up. You move your moonbeam on him, and he's, All right. So then, on the
I've got
start
Moonbeam
of
on top of a wagon running away.
On top of him again.
his turn, more moonbeam for a second, right? He failed, so more
Yeah.
moonbeam damage.
Moonbeam damage. I don't think this one's augmented though. It's like in every blast. That would be a 14.
Okay. So now he's gonna get. Okay, he's going to like hard mode now. All right. All right, he's gonna start doing his stuff here. Let's see.
I assume.
Okay.
Now he's like
Okay.
it seems like he was toying with you because he was like. But now
Yeah.
you're like
Bad idea.
arrow, moonbeam.
But Winthrop is stupid.
I'm taking a
Guys.
lot of damage.
Guys, this is a really bad idea.
Okay.
We're fighting a lich and we're level 30.
Yeah.
Wintrop's stupid.
Mhm.
Badass.
How far away are we from the building?
Also, it's undead.
Well, you're
I
going in the
don't like
opposite
undead.
direction of the building right now, so you're like 60
Are we?
feet away from it.
Oh, that's
Towards
right.
the
I building.
Mm.
I took
I'm
all-
heading that way. Don't worry about it.
All right.
Wow, a fast carriage.
Okay. So here's what he's gonna do. I gotta decide who he's gonna do this to. Let me roll. I'll say Winthrop is 1 through 3. No, Seraphine. So all he does is reach down with his bony hand and grab your wrist, and you probably feel intense pain depending on what I roll here.
God. Okay.
20, 23. All right. So you take 10 cold damage, and
Okay.
you must
A
make
variety of damage.
and you must you must make a Constitution saving throw.
Okay. Let me double check my constitution.
Do it.
Okay. Okay, that's it. Okay, that's good. That's good. 17. So 17 plus 2. That's a 19.
Okay. So you're like racked with cold, but you're that's it. That's all. All right. So that was his turn, right? And the lady who you helped untie. So let's see. She can do stuff now. So she said she
Sure,
liked
her
your
too.
hat, and she said, we got jumped, and they stole our gems. We got to get them back to the Temple of Elemental Evil, right?
Yes.
And
That is what
she
we
gives you a hug.
do.
They were gonna kill me. Thank you. Hey, look at your wand. It has a heart on it.
Yeah.
I really like that.
Automatic Deception.
All right. Okay. So she'll wait on your turn and she'll run with you. Whatever you do, she's gonna stick with you.
Okay.
Heather.
Go.
It's probably like, oh crap. Okay, so Heather's doing something in her treasure chamber. And then it is Lilia's turn. So Lilia,
Okay.
you're in this building. The Heather building is up here above you, and your friends are like way down here.
So the gems
Trying
are
to
in the
fight a
Heather
lich.
building, right?
Huh?
The gems are in the Heather building, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Sorry, I didn't hear.
Mm.
So I'm gonna try and like sneak around. I mean, like, has like Heather noticed that all of this is happening? Cause like,
You're not sure. She's in the building. There's really no need to sneak because there's nobody to see you.
okay,
So
all right. So I'm gonna try and like head into that direction and try to like see if I can find the gems before she can and grab them.
Okay, so you run, And you're like this little lady with your big dress, right? and the big tall half elf lady with her fiery hair is running with you, like with a big smile on her face. And so you get to the entrance of the building. That was your move, and you see Heather in there. And in this room, there's a lot of paintings of rainbows. There's a lot of prisms, and there's like sun objects. And she's holding like this kind of velvet pouch very carefully, and she turns and looks, and her eyes go wide. And the firewoman says, "That's the one. We have to kill her. She's got the gems." She says that pouch she's holding has the 4 elemental gems in it. But you still have your actions. So what would you like to do?
Gonna do something stupid.
Mhm.
Come on.
Here we go. I'm gonna do Fey Presence, and I'm gonna try and charm them.
Oh, okay. All right.
All of them. So like the Fire Lady and Heather.
Well, is it like the spell charm person, or is it a special effect?
It's a 10-foot cube, so they all
Oh.
have to make wisdom saving throws against my DC, which is 13, I believe.
My prisoner, she made the save. The bad guy failed the save, and she's like, "What the?"
That was so suggestive.
I'm Heather.
Hi, Heather.
Hi.
Can I please have those gems?
Of course. I really like your hat. Oh wait, actually,
Thank you.
actually,
The
like,
hat
you look around the
vanished.
room and you see lots of pictures of like hearts and stuff, and so you kind of fit right in here. And she looks at you and she's like, "Wow." She's like, "Here, I like your hat, and I like your dress, and you have a wand. That's so great. I almost can't even look at you. You're so
Heather's
bright."
cool.
So she gives you a pouch and it's got 4 like long gems in it. You can feel it. All right. So that was Lilia's turn. Then it's Bravesweet's turn. So Bravesweet, you're driving this thing.
All right.
The lich is on there. Oh wait, actually, okay. So the lich has the lich has a thing called legendary actions. Like powerful bad guys actually get to go when it's not
yeah,
their turn.
Okay.
So the lich is going to do that now.
Okay.
He could cast a cantrip.
Okay.
All right.
What you gonna do? I mean, if you attack anybody, attack me.
He's going to cast. Okay. All right. So who's he going to attack? I'll roll. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. All right, Seraphine. He does not like you.
Oh, jeez. Seraphine, no.
Don't give me too hard.
So he grabbed you with one hand. With the other one, he just kind of points and chants like a beam comes out and hits you.
Guys, I'm screwed. I'm really screwed.
All right, Ray.
Like, you didn't see any problem with an arrow in his head, or
It's still there, sticking out. So, all right, Ray Frost.
Oh, God.
He's like, I just don't like you.
All right.
Okay.
So he's gonna. Let's see. Plus 12. Here we go. Yeah, 24. Okay, so he's gonna do. Let's see. He hits you with a frigid beam of blue-white light, and you're gonna take.
Oh boy.
Let's see. A little bit of
Oh,
damage
God.
here.
Oh god.
8. There it is. You take. Oh no. Oh. 21 points of damage.
I'm unconscious.
Okay. So it's like slow
jeez.
motion. And the thing hits you, and then you're struck, and you kind of the thing's riding along, and you kind of fall off of the thing and tumble. And
That's our healer, you guys.
As the
Yeah,
carriage
I'm
keeps
healer
going.
and I'm unconscious.
Right. And then it is
Brace
now
myself,
it's
I'm still against the carriage, right?
Huh?
Since I braced myself, I'm still like stuck in the carriage side.
Oh no.
I don't think so. I think you fell off
Wob.
because I mean, if your legs were wrapped, I mean, you're just gonna get dragged, and your head's gonna get. Yeah, it's probably
I'm
worse.
trying-
Oh jeez.
Oh god.
Hey, hit you with the fray of frost, and you actually fell off the carriage, and you're
Oh,
tumbling.
great.
Bravesweet, you're controlling the carriage. Something bad just happened.
I saw that though. Because I turned around to shoot him with the
Mhm.
arrow,
Mhm.
right?
Yeah.
So I saw her fall. Do I have a quick enough, I don't know, can I stop the wagon and hold on, grab her on, throw her on board, and then keep going because we need to go get Lilia as well?
Well, all right, you're driving it. She falls off. So you could come back around and try to grab her.
Alright.
Do you want to do
So
that?
We're going the opposite way of Lilia, I hope you know.
Well, you
Yeah.
will be turning
Like the
around now.
carriage is still going very far away from
We
her.
still need to U-turn. So I think I noticed you dropping, and I was like, oh, perfect time to U-turn. And then I U-turn the wagon,
You're gonna...
and then
Okay.
I like come on down, take my big claw, and like try to scoop you up.
Okay, make a strength or an athletics check.
All right, I'm good at strength. Here we go.
Kind of grab her by the arm.
18 plus
Oh,
2
okay.
is 20.
You grab her by the arm and you kind of pull her on.
Fuck
Oh,
it.
so cool. So
I'm
cool.
scared.
Okay, and that was Bravesweet's turn. Then
Yeah.
I take another legendary action. Winthrop.
Oh no!
Kel
Of
looks
course.
at you.
Hello.
Plus 12.
Get him out of here.
16? Does that hit?
16 is my plus, so it does hit.
Well, no, it's Winthrop he's shooting at.
Oh,
Yes, it does.
sorry.
It does hit.
Okay. 1,
Currently
11 cold damage.
11. Okay.
This is like half our points. We're so big.
Yeah, he's lit. He's very, very, very.
I know. Can we go?
Lich. Winthrop's an idiot and decided to hurt him.
Now,
And
Winthrop, the good thing is you're heading right towards your moonbeam again.
Oh.
yeah.
just sort of stood there. Just using-
So it's like he's like, oh, thank God that thing's
Oh.
gone. And then it's like,
And I
No,
can move it too. It's alright. It's fine. Everything's fine.
okay.
Oh, jeez.
So you want to do the moonbeam damage again? I'll make my save.
Oh, wait. It ran into him without my turn?
Well, I
Or
think
is it
so.
my
You're gonna
turn now?
drive right through it, right? I mean, that would actually have happened on Bravesweet's turn. So
Oh,
Yeah, it's like 40
okay.
Yeah.
I'll
you're gonna
gladly.
go right by. You're just gonna keep driving back and forth.
It'll go 15.
All right, 15 damage. 52,
Not
okay.
bad. Every little bit counts.
Okay, and that wasn't even Winthrop's action or anything, right? That was just something that happened. So Winthrop, you still have your move and your action. You're on the roof with a lich. He just shot you with a ray of frost. Did a bit of damage.
All right.
His robes are blowing in the wind. He's got an arrow sticking out of his head. And he just he just dropped your friend off the
Did
carriage.
just hurt my friend. And so I'm going to use a bonus action, healing word, and yell, shit, and go like that.
Okay. Okay.
So that's not much, but it's a d4 plus my modifier, which is another 4. So,
Okay.
hope this is good. 6.
6.
Very good.
Okay, so Seraphine, you're awake. And you
Oh my God! Thank God! Oh my
Yeah.
God!
now you have 6 hit points.
And that was a
Shit! I
Oh, good. Oh, good.
bonus action. My action, it's like, get back here, Moonbeam, and right back on top.
Yeah.
So what would you like to do? Oh, so Winthrop, you did a heal as a bonus. And what else would you
Yeah.
like to do? You still have your regular action and your move. If you...
My regular action is moving the Moonbeam back on top of him.
Ah, okay. So you're kind of keeping it. okay.
Every time back here.
All right. Saving throw. I made it. How much damage?
That was 11.
11. All right. So 50. Okay. All right. All right. That was Winthrop's turn. You all done?
Is it possible for me to use my movement to just kind of roll off the carriage? Just like, nope. I don't think I'm going to, but is it possible if I need to?
Roll off the carriage. Well, okay. You are coming, you're going back in the opposite direction. You're going to be,
Yeah.
that bridge is 10 feet above. You're going to go right under it. It's only a few
okay.
feet. So you could time it and
All
try
right.
to jump onto the bridge.
Yeah, I might do that. It depends on what happens before my next turn.
Yeah, that'll be next round. Okay.
Mm.
So, let's see. Winthrop, then my turn, I believe. Right?
We just need to get away from him.
It's not. Yeah, he's a very.
Teleport, so we have to kill him.
All right.
How do we kill him? We're gonna die.
Yeah.
We're down one warlock. I'm almost dead. We're so screwed.
Need our magic user.
Let's see.
We
We're
really
having
do.
a crisis of conscience here.
I know.
Winthrop's an idiot. His
so-
flaw is like once he has a goal, he continues on to that,
So
even to the detriment of him.
I'm gonna have
Oh
him
my
make
God.
an intelligence. Oh, okay. So he like looks at you guys and he sees that the carriage turned around, and he looks back at the building where the gems are, and then he casts a thing, and another one of these swirling vortexes appears, and he steps through. And he
Okay.
disappears from the top of the carriage, and so in the
Okay.
building where Lilia is, there's a swirling vortex, and the lich steps out. He's got a big arrow sticking in his head. And,
You can tell it's my arrow.
he like looks at
Gonna be a new accessory.
he looks at your new friend, Heather, and he says, "Heather, hand over the gems." And Heather looks at you, Lilia, because she's charmed by you. She's like, what do you think?
Don't tell him. It's fine.
Well, I mean, he sees them. She's holding them right in her hand.
Oh, I thought she gave them to me.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
You have
Yeah.
the gems. And so she
Yeah.
looks at him and she looks at you, like looking for a cue as far as what to say. What do you think? Where did I put them?
I
You
guess
remember?
they're lost.
The law. Okay. All right. He says, "You fool!" And now he'll use. So he points a finger at her and casts a really high level spell.
Heather, no.
Oh no!
I think Heather's gonna die.
Oh no, Heather! My new friend!
I mean, this is a lich, guys. She's fucking evil too. Let's let her die.
All right. So
Quick question
yeah.
before this happens. He started his turn in my Moonbeam, right?
Yeah. All right.
Just
I
want to make
failed. I failed. How much damage?
Oh my god.
That's 8.
8. Okay.
Yeah.
You know, he is actually. He's hurt. He's definitely hurt. Okay, so basically, here's what happens. He casts a spell at Heather. A thin green ray springs from his finger, and Heather turns to dust.
Ugh.
But when she dies, because she's a Darkling, there's a bright flash of light, which is a blinding flash of light. Let's see the lich. The lich is not immune to blindness. Let's see.
Ooh.
Is that gonna affect me too?
Okay, make a saving throw. Let me see what kind of save it is. It is a Constitution save.
Okay, so I got a 17.
Oh, okay. You are not blind. The lich is like, he's actually seems to be blinded.
I just like covered my eyes with my hat, just like.
Okay, so that was the lich's turn. Your new friend, is she blind? No. And she says, "Oh, it's Kel. He's the one who should have gems. We're cool, right?"
Yeah.
But he made them so he can bring them to the temple. So I think our mission is accomplished, right, my new friend? You can just give him the gems, and we'll be on our way.
I think I'm gonna hold on to them. If that's okay, I think I want to take them to the temple myself.
Ooh, okay. All right. That was my turn. Lilia, now it's your turn. You have the gems. There's a blinded lich who's like, you know, and he can't see anything.
Okay.
All
All right. Question.
Mhm.
How like in terms of like how far away is the carriage?
It's like something like
About.
50 feet away. But if you want, you can hold your turn until it comes to you, and then you could take your turn. If you want to do that, you could do that.
Okay. Okay, I'm gonna hold my turn until it's Let me
'Cause
check.
Bravesweet's turn is next, so that's when the cart is gonna move. So you could just wait
Okay.
until Bravesweet's turn. Do you want to do that?
Right. Okay. I'm gonna wait until it's 30 feet away, and I'm gonna Misty Step next to Bravesweet, and I'm gonna be like, "Yeah, here, we gotta go. We gotta go."
Okay, so Bravesweet, on your turn, you're gonna ride the carriage closer to the building.
Yeah.
And then
Is it possible to use my bonus action just to toss, like, here, have a healing potion? Because we grabbed a bunch of medical supplies, and I assume 4 HP isn't enough.
okay.
So,
Yeah.
take that. I
Okay.
toss one to her,
Well,
and then I keep going.
okay. Well, actually, you could use an action to administer it technically, so you could actually pour it, and she can get the
Oh,
healing
okay.
right now.
Then I'll do that.
I think that's
That's my bonus action.
2d4 plus 2. One of you could roll that for how many hit points.
Do I roll it, or does she roll it?
Whoever wants to, it doesn't matter.
I'll do
My
it.
dice rolling hasn't been good. Other than
Okay,
that.
I got my left dice. Okay, is it 2d4 plus 2?
Yep.
Got it. I'll use my pretty colors. Okay. 2d4. Yeah. So that's 2 and a 3. So that's 5 plus 2. So that's 7.
Okay, so you
I mean,
heal
that's
for
better
7,
than nothing.
and
Yay,
you
that's
drive the
something.
cart. So you go 30 feet. Lilia suddenly teleports onto the roof or inside. What
We
do you
gotta go. We gotta go. We gotta get out of here right now. Let's go. Move, 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 move.
okay.
Turn around. Let's go.
Okay, where?
You see
Where?
your
Where?
your
Tell
Oh, wait for me here.
your fire
Well,
cult
it-
friend is like, where did you go? What happened? All right. So you teleport on, and so Bravesweet, do you want us to turn it around now?
Yeah.
Okay.
We're
so-
doing another U-turn and we're going the other way. We're like, okay, far away from this creepy place as possible. We got what we came for.
Now,
Let's go.
Lilia, Misty Step is a bonus action, right? So you can still you can move and use an action if you want.
Okay. All right. I'm not moving. I'm sitting right next to Bravesweet. But I am going to try. I have a lot of spells. I'm sorry, guys.
Mhm.
Okay. I'm gonna just. All right. I'm gonna do. Like as we're driving away, I'm gonna Eldritch Blast to whoever is closest.
Well, I mean, the bad guys are all in the building.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
they're not on the wagon anymore.
All right, so you're just gonna ride, and you'll have an Eldritch Blast ready if someone comes into view.
yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. So in Bravesweet, you gave the potion, right? All right. So then it's Seraphine's turn. You're awake. You just drank a potion of healing. You guys are now riding in the opposite direction, trying to get as far away from them as you can.
Okay. Hang on. How's everyone doing on health?
I'm good.
100% A-okay, so.
Everyone pretty high up?
I think Winthrop got
Okay.
hurt once, right?
Yeah, he just wailed on me.
Yeah.
Okay, then I'm gonna hold my turn until I see something come out of the building.
Okay. All right. So that was
I'm running
Seraphine.
away from it.
Winthrop,
Yeah.
you want to do anything?
I can't see them,
Not
so I'm
now.
just gonna kind of sit cross-legged
Mhm,
on my on the roof.
mhm.
I'm not really sitting. That's just me right now. I'm gonna just stand on the roof, move the moonbeam to the entrance of the building, and healing word our cleric again. Like you're fine. You're fine. If you want to roll the d4 this time, go ahead.
Okay. Is it just 1d4?
Yeah, it's not much, but it's something.
It's something. That's a 2. So.
All right, so that would be a total of 6
Okay.
because my bonus is awesome.
Yay!
So-
Okay, so that way I can do some radiant damage to this guy.
Okay.
Yay!
So you're
Save
riding away
myself.
on the roof, and you've got a moonbeam by the building. He was blinded. On his turn, he doesn't come out of the building, so you're not sure what's going on. But when he was blind, he was just kind of, well, so it's all your turns. I mean, are you just gonna keep running away and being ready if he shows
Yeah.
up or something?
Yep.
Nice. So,
Okay.
Pretty much.
Okay. So
It's like, how far would we end up being?
what's a horse?
away.
A horse's speed is something like 45,
Yeah.
so you're gonna be like 90 more feet away. So you're gonna be pretty far away. You're gonna be like 150 feet away. But you're gonna
right.
keep watching, right? And you can see the beam, right, from far
Yeah,
away.
As long as the beam is still there, like as soon as it starts getting out of range, I'm pulling it that much closer, just in case they start coming after us.
Okay.
I'm like,
Okay. So
Oh, he looks so cool, guys.
so you're 150 feet away now, and then you see the lich cast flying himself. So he flies, and he's like flying, and the speed on fly is like 30, so he can move 60. So that means he's going to be 90 feet away from you. You're faster than he is, and he's flying, and he looks like he's getting ready to cast a spell, but he can't do that this turn. So you had all readied. When he's 90 feet away, do any of you want to do anything to him? Do
I
you have
didn't ready,
anything that
so
reaches?
it's everyone
that far?
else.
Let me see
Yeah,
how
but-
far range can go.
My
You
range
probably
is
went around the moonbeam, though, huh?
He would, yeah, but you can move it
Yeah.
on your turn, right?
It's like, it goes 40 feet high, so
Mhm.
I'd probably like move it if I see him moving and like
Oh,
put it. Whoop,
I'll say he's flying 60 feet high.
yeah. Just. Mm.
Oh, mine is a range of 120, so
Oh,
I am ready
okay.
to go.
All right, go ahead.
That was my range too, so but it, like I just have to keep moving it.
So Lilia, what's your range of 120? What is it? Attack?
It's an Eldritch Blast, so I
Are you gonna do
do it, and I got that one, so
Okay. Anybody else doing any ranged attacks on him as he's kind of in the distance?
I can
Is it
pull
just
an
our
arrow and
reaction?
shoot him.
Wait, what? I'm sorry, Bravesweet, what was that?
Oh wait, I could like shoot an arrow at him, right?
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay. Here we go. Ah, natural 20. I'm not kidding.
So it's like he had one here, and now it's like
Yeah.
It's like Frankenstein.
I'm way too good at this. Okay. So, another
his head is all cracked
Oh.
now.
oh my god.
All right. Help me do math. Okay, here we go.
So it's you
That's
roll
a
the damage
2.
dice twice, and then you add the bonus
Yep.
one at the end.
That's a 2, so that's 4. That was really bad. That's a 1. That's that's really bad. 5. And that was a 4, so that's 9. And then my proficiency bonus is +3, so that's 7,
7.
isn't it? Yes.
All right.
So that wasn't very much damage, but
All right.
It's okay. It's damage.
Cool.
All right.
Wait.
Sorry for aggro.
Can I follow her lead and take another shot?
Yeah.
Her to...
Mhm.
Okay, I'm gonna shoot a crossbow at him. Okay, let me. That is crossbow 4. Okay, that's gonna be 13 plus 4, 17.
17. Yes. Yes, that is.
Oh, okay. Oh my god, thank you. Okay. That's 1d8 plus 2. Okay, where's my 8s? Where my 8s at? Okay, that's a 3. Plus 2, so that's 5 points of piercing damage.
What'd you hit him with?
I hit him with a crossbow.
Okay. So you guys are like, and then
Yeah, we're just.
and you're hitting him, and he's really, really far away. Bravesweet's like, like a sniper, just, All right, so your carriage is running. So he's trying to catch up to you, but you're faster than him. But you do feel like he seems to have something up his sleeve.
Oh god.
You can hear him vaguely yelling about.
Serpentine.
He yells the things he wants. I'm gonna blow. He'll yell that I'm going to blow up my own carriage. I want my book. I want my gems. And I want my beads of force, he yells.
Oh god.
Everybody make an Arcana check.
Okay.
Yeah,
Ooh, okay.
I am
Ooh.
good at
You're
that.
good.
19.
Oh, no.
19.
I got a 2.
Okay.
I
Oh.
got a 12.
All right, so Winthrop, you rolled high, right?
Yeah,
All right,
19.
Winthrop, you know beads of force. You can throw them up to 60 feet, and they explode, and they do a lot of damage. And then they trap someone in a sphere of force. That's what beads of force are. So,
Use those on him when he comes near, please.
these are bead-shaped beads. Yes, that's right. In the chat. That's right.
Is
Bruh.
question. So at the constant rate that we're moving, he's constantly 90 feet behind us.
You're
gaining?
actually gaining on him, but you know that he has Dimension Door, and at any moment he could Dimension Door closer.
Oh
So
no.
you know you have these beads of force. Do you want to do anything special with them, or do you want to just keep riding and see what
I
happens?
can hand them over to you. Here.
I mean, you can all
Wait.
technically take your actions whenever you like right now. So
Oh.
Oh, okay.
Does that even dimension door?
I mean, I don't want to say.
that
Who has really good throwing dexterity or whatever? So you can
yeah.
actually hit him with these beads. I do.
You probably do.
I'd give him to Bravesweet. Keep Bravesweet. You keep
Bravesweet,
or
you
you
do
it.
All right.
I'm
So
good with animals, so I'll take over. You do
okay,
your
okay. I
Um,
hand you over the reins and I start. I guess I have to chuck one of these.
Hang on.
beads at him. How far is
Right
he
now, I
away,
think
though?
he's 90 feet away, and the range is
Oh, that's
60.
really
You could
far.
slow
And
down.
I can only move my moonbeam 60 feet per turn, so it's falling behind now.
Actually, Bravesweet, make an intelligence check or something.
Intelligence.
I don't want to see. I don't want to say it.
19.
Okay. You know you might be able to stick one of these beads on one of your arrows and launch it.
Do that.
Bring
Yeah.
that. Can I?
Okay, do it.
You'll need something like sticky or something to affix your bead to the arrow tip, but you could.
While I'm doing that, can I cast a spell? I just realized I have something that's 120 feet.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
Okay. I'm gonna cast Guiding Bolt.
Mhm.
And that's radiant. So +5. Okay. Woo! That's a good one. Okay. 19 plus 5.
You hit?
24.
Okay. How much?
Okay.
How much damage?
That's 4d6 radiant damage.
Whoa. Okay. Go ahead.
Woo!
Okay. Ah! Shit! Everything.
All right.
Okay. That's 2 plus 2, 4, 5, 9, 6. So that's 15 points of radiant damage.
Whoa. All right. Okay. He's hurt. He's really hurt.
Yeah,
All right, and now
let's kill him.
he's really angry.
We can do this.
So
We're level 3.
you've got 8 beads of force, and what would you like to do?
Okay. I stick one of the 8 beads of force onto one of my arrows. I forgot I had this for a little bit, and I should have passed it earlier. Can I cast Hunter's Mark
Uh-huh.
on the lich?
Okay.
Give me like little stuff. What does it do? I believe it gives
Well, let's
me-
see what the range is. I don't remember. ABCD.
Oh right, 90 feet.
Oh, look at that! Holy shit! All right.
Yes.
He's your quarry. You deal an extra
So I
d6
quickly-
damage when you hit
I
him.
quickly cast Hunter's Mark, and then I take one of my arrows. I onto my hand. I hope it's a bit sticky or illy. Maybe I was doing something really weird.
Okay.
Dab it onto my arrow. Put the bead on there.
Do you have anything?
Forgot.
You're not sure if that's going to stay with spit. Do you have any kind of adhesive or goo or anything that you could?
I've
Or
got
maybe-
rope.
maybe-
You've got rope? Oh, well.
Yeah, I've got rope. Can I see what she's doing and quickly like take my mace and kind of like slice off a piece of rope and give it to her?
Yeah. And the other
Like, how
two
thick
have
is
their
it?
actions. You guys
Okay.
can help also. So,
I don't
Yeah.
have anything to help with.
okay.
Well, I had thought, like, do we have, like, medical kits from...
Yeah.
All right, so you have two of you have affixed beads of force, one to an arrow,
Yes.
one to a crossbow
Yes.
bolt. So who wants to
Yes.
shoot first?
I
Go,
don't-
Bravesweet.
Okay, I got this. I got this. Come on, my natural 20. I feel it.
Please do it.
Oh, that was a cock dice. Sorry. That was a
Okay.
cock die. Oh, no.
What'd you get?
So my dexterity is +2. So that's a 5.
Oh no.
So
Oh god. Okay, hang on. I'm gonna get my special dice. I'm gonna get the pretty one. Okay.
But
all right, so what you
does it
see
do
is
anything?
your arrow
Yeah.
misses him, and you see like back in the area, like one of the Darklings like sticks its head out behind a pile, and then like the arrow goes, yeah, he's dead,
Oh,
and the whole
geez.
bone pile just goes flying everywhere.
Okay.
Oh,
Rip Steve.
Fingers crossed.
Yeah, Steve is like, what's going on now? All right,
you got this.
Sorry.
Oh, no.
Natural fucking 20!
oh my god,
20.
Oh god.
oh my god.
And by the way, since it's hunter marked, you get an extra d6 to your damage roll.
All right, well, that's right. All right, so hold on. You're going to be doing a lot of damage, and you're going to double the dice. So you're looking at 10d4 plus 2d6, and then the bolt does d6 or d8.
It's a d6.
D6. So 2d6, and then do you have a bonus to damage? I think you get your dex bonus to damage. Is that right? So you have plus 2. So you're going to have to roll 4d6 and 10d4 and add it all together.
Okay.
Oh my goodness.
This is gonna be like, I think I need more
Shoot 'em
dice.
out of the sky. Do
Okay.
it.
The 4s first. Oh god, this is gonna be so crazy.
This will be interesting.
Okay.
You might do enough damage to destroy him, and if not, he's going to be trapped in a sphere of force. So.
Okay, that's fine. We can use that. 3 plus 2 plus 2 plus 4. Okay, I'm gonna need my calculator for this. This is gonna suck.
No worries.
1, 2, 3. That's 1. Okay. Hang on, I'm getting my calculator out because this is a lot of baby numbers.
Okay.
And then one more. Okay.
Did you know D&D makes you better at math?
Okay.
Okay.
2 plus 4 plus 1 plus 2 plus 3 plus 1 plus 2. Okay, so my 4d6 was 38 points of damage. Or no, that was my 10d4. Hang on.
Oh, you
Let me
don't have to
count that.
roll anything else. Okay, so you shoot
Okay.
you shoot your crossbow, and it,
Yes,
and hits him.
damn it.
Kaboom! Explodes,
Woo!
and he actually just shatters into pieces of bones and dust. And what you see is
Oh
then
shoot.
like a wispy entity, that kind of vaguely has a shape, like kind of sucks into a pinpoint and disappears. And then your force sphere just appears in the air, containing the bones. But he's destroyed. You destroyed him, and you keep riding this way. You know.
Oh god. Wait, did he drop?
Oh my goodness.
Did he drop anything? Could we go back, like his robes or anything?
Yeah,
Like
Winthrop
cool?
is definitely looking at the bones like, I want one.
It looks like nothing, but it's just trash. Nothing.
Oh, okay.
You actually stole his stuff already. So.
Yeah.
Okay,
Right.
so let's go.
Okay.
Let's go.
Keep
So
going.
you ride in the
Winthrop
carriage,
is-
and you're gonna go back. I'm sorry. Go ahead,
Yeah.
Winthrop. What?
Winthrop is looking longingly at one of the bones, specifically the skull.
Oh.
He's like, I just want a piece of that.
Okay.
I mean, if you want us to turn around.
I don't know.
You can.
There's no trouble now.
If it doesn't take much time.
Only
To get it.
It'll take like 30 seconds.
All right, yeah, I'd do it if that's the case then.
Oh, someone
Like,
in chat. You don't have
there's
to roll
one,
anything else.
uh,
Yes, that's because they'd already
on
done
the
enough
skull.
damage.
You just gotta. Sorry?
Someone in chat has mentioned something about not having to roll anything else because she'd already done enough damage to destroy him.
Well, I just rolled my other 4d6, and it was a total of 56 damage.
Oh, yeah.
Whoa!
Yeah.
Just obliterate.
All the 9 bells all
So,
at once.
Remember,
Wow.
you still have
Someone
6.
point out that
You still have
I
6 of
didn't-
these beads of force in your backpack,
Nice.
Bravesweet. Just so you know.
Ooh.
So you're gonna ride back. How long does this sphere last for? Let's see here. I don't know,
like-
whatever. It
If
pops,
it's,
and so you want the skull?
I want not the skull. I want a tooth from the skull.
Oh, okay. All right.
We should just grab the skull.
The skull's got
Like, I'll
2
take-
arrows sticking out of it.
Oh,
Honestly,
man, that looks so
Take it as
cool.
a trophy.
Sure,
be
I'll
like,
take
"We
it.
did
I'll
this."
take the whole skull. But I want one of the teeth.
All right.
Okay. All right.
Yeah.
You take the skull and one of the teeth, and then you're gonna go ride back to the portal.
Yep, right
Yeah.
on.
Are you
Yeah.
Are you using the carriage, or are you gonna ditch the carriage?
Oh, can I have my carriage?
You're gonna bring skeletal horses. What if there's evil?
What
if
if they
like,
don't go
they-
through?
Can
What
I?
if they die?
Could somebody cast detect evil if they have it?
I can't.
Hang on, let me see if I have. Ew.
Like Arcana
We
check
do
or
have
something.
horses back in the
Ooh, I can.
good boy.
Sell some.
Wait, I don't have it prepared now, but
We
if it's-
do.
I can detect evil or good.
Oh, okay, you can.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Yeah. So they're not evil or good. They're just.
We
Okay.
should probably leave them here, though. I mean,
I don't see the problem. Let's go.
While we're going through, can I start like digging through the carriage to see if there's anything cool?
Yes, but you don't really. You found the things that he had: the spell book, the beads of force, and yeah. So.
can I look at the spell book?
Ooh.
Okay,
Yeah.
so you're all in the
Yeah.
carriage except for Bravesweet, who's on the roof.
I don't know what this is. It was pretty magical when I was checking it out, but I don't know anything other than it. It's a pretty old book, you know.
I love books. Can I please look at it?
Yes, of course.
Thank you.
Looks like an ancient spell book, a dusty tome of a lich who might be hundreds of years old. Who knows how many spells are inside?
Enjoy.
All right.
Back to driving.
Can I read it?
You want to look through it?
Yeah.
Okay. So Bravesweet, you're on the roof, right?
Yes.
All right. So as you slow motion open the book, a magic glyph flares on the cover and lets out a massive explosion.
Oh.
It's a glyph of
Oh.
warding.
What? Jack?
Wait a second. Wait a second. I can read all languages, so I should be able to read that warning.
It's a spell, an invisible glyph. It's not
Well, I have detect magic.
Did you
I
still have
cast
it?
it before.
Well, how long does that last?
I think it's 10 minutes.
Let's see.
I
I can
have
look it
detect
up.
magic, and it says it lasts for. Wait, hold on.
Let's see.
10 minutes.
Detect
Yeah,
magic.
I think that was more than 10 minutes.
Oh, but it's concentration. Did you cast any other
Each
concentration spells?
round is 6
I haven't
seconds.
cast anything else after that.
Well, you cast. Hold on, charm person, right?
No, I cast Fey Presence.
Right, that wasn't a spell. Okay, well, so you would have
Ooh.
seen it, and you would have known that. But I mean, would you have make like an Arcana check? Just do it like that.
Dis-
Because I had mentioned it once, and nobody said anything about what they were thinking about it.
yeah,
Just
it's
make an
like
Arcana, and we'll see what you get. I think you're muted also.
You're muted.
There you go.
You're muted.
Yeah, Aya,
You're muted.
You're muted.
Muted.
So dramatic. Because it does a lot of damage. Your cart might blow up.
Don't destroy my wagon.
Oh, God.
oh
Your cart might blow up, but we can't find out.
If I blow up,
Hold on.
Oh, there you go. I hear you. I hear you.
Alright, cool. That
Alright.
was weird.
Arcana check. What'd you get?
I got an 11.
11. Okay, let's see.
dead.
I'll
We're dead.
Okay, so you're about to open it, and then all of a sudden you're like, no, because you got your detect magic going, and you see the glyph, and you remember about Glyphs of Warding. Most spellcasters protect their spell books with a magic glyph, and usually either it'll cause a massive explosion, or they'll embed a spell into it. And this he casts very high level spells, so he could have put a disintegrate spell in it. So if you had opened it, it might have killed you. It might have killed everybody. But you do know that with this glyph on it, you're going to need to find someone to dispel magic on it to make it safe to open. Or if you can figure out some other way to cleverly open the book. The thing is, if it blows up, it's probably going to destroy the book in the explosion.
Yeah, I'm not going to do anything because I don't have anything that I can do right now. But I will relay this information to everybody else. So I'll be like, probably shouldn't look at this now. I would like to read this, but it might be dangerous and we might blow up.
There was that sketchy wizard at the army.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Portal.
A sketchy wizard at the army. Yeah, I'm sorry. And
So-
you're going to the portal, you said?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
I believe so.
So-
It was that one guy. Hold on.
I have written Strom. There we go.
Strom
Yeah.
Wakeman. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So you go to the archway, the big archway with a portal in it, and you're gonna ride your skeletal horse carriage through. Okay.
Yeah.
So you
Or just
appear
sees us.
back in the.
I'm just side-eyeing the skeletal horses. Just like, that's not normal. I don't like it.
I'm really
It's normal. Not normal. Like, normal in the Shadowfell versus balance of nature for Winthrop. He's like,
All right, so
Bravesweet is just chill about it.
really uncomfortable. She doesn't like dead things.
okay.
She's
So-
kind of like,
You appear.
I've seen weirder.
You appear in the gnarly forest, in the Shadowfell Grove that's guarded by Kella. Winthrop, this is where you had lived for the last week. So you have the gems, right? You have
Yeah.
a spell book. You have beads of force. Your mission was to get the stuff and bring it back to the army. Do you want to? What's your plan? What would you like to do? Yeah.
Well, first of all, do we see Good Boy and our horses?
go
Yes.
boy.
So
Yes!
he
yay.
jumps
I'm
up
jumping up.
up and down trying to get into the cart. Oh wait, actually, he like jumps up, sees in the cart, and then he teleports. Like, psh, psh, and he's in it. He starts licking everybody.
Hey, buddy.
Oh my gosh, it was a crazy thing. There was a lich. We found it. They blew it up. It was so crazy. Oh my god, it was nuts.
He goes, "Wow."
Can we, before we bring the gems back, can we study them?
Yeah. We
Yeah.
If there's
I'll
anything.
stop the wagon, let you do that, and I'll just go back to our other horses and like tie them up behind the wagon so they can follow our lead. Right in the wagon.
You're
and
the
have
other. The living horses are really freaked out by the dead horses, so
that-
they kind of are a little
Should
panicky.
I make
But
an animal handling?
Can I come?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Can I help her?
That's
Okay,
an
so
advantage.
I
on
get
the roll.
advantage.
Yeah, get
Okay.
advantage.
Okay. All right. Okay, so that was 12 plus my animal handling. I'm actually pretty good, so that's 12 plus 3, which is 15. I love rolling 15.
Oh, 15. Okay, yeah. So you're able to calm them down, and you kind of
Okay,
tie them to
just
the back.
chill. It's
And-
what you look like in the inside, and you shouldn't be ashamed of it. It's okay.
Yeah. So you're in the carriage. You're in the gnarly forest. What did you want to do?
I'm gonna look at the gems. That's okay.
Okay, so you're gonna study the gems for a while, everybody. You know that they would fit right in that skull. Each one is imbued with kind of the essence of an element, like fire, blah blah blah. Everybody can make an Arcana if you want to know more.
Ooh, I see.
That's 20. I know
Oh,
exactly what's
okay.
going
I got
on.
like a 13, so
Okay.
that's not gonna.
I got 13, yeah.
Okay, so Lilia, you know if these are put into the skull will have more powers. And actually, weirdly, one of the powers is it can seal the temple of elemental evil and lock everybody inside and magically bar them from leaving. Even a demon lord, and maybe even Vecna, the god of secrets. So this is extremely powerful, potent gems when they're combined with the skull. The thing is, the bad guys can use that to the good guys as well. bind them to places. So,
guys,
like in
it
theory,
seems-
you could get stuck in the gnarly forest forever and not be able to go through portals or anything.
so it seems to me these are very dangerous objects, and I don't know if we should give them to anybody to use. Just because it seems like if they use it, Rina might be able to like leave the forest. I don't know about you guys, but I'm fine with that. But like, just
But what about the skull? We're supposed to take care of this temple. We have to get rid of it.
But
And
what
they
happens
haven't
after
shown
that?
any reason to give us like the benefit of the doubt. Like
We hunt
Give us
down
all the
all the cultists
supplies.
and we get rid of them. It's not hard. If we have to take the skull back and do it ourselves, I'll do that.
all right. I mean, I don't know. Even good people can do bad things. Just saying.
But-
Also,
They can, but I trust these people. And I don't know about any of you, but if I'm supposed to be your leader, I would hope you would trust me too. So you should take my word and trust them.
all right.
to be honest, I trust her, and I don't see the other option of us just taking off and trying to do it ourselves to be the option. Kind of like, yes, we took down that lich, but it was pretty touch and go there for a little bit.
Yeah, I know, I died.
All right, back. It's fine. It's fine. Everything's fine.
If it's a concern, I can go ahead and talk to the general. I can figure out what we can do if we need to get the skull and give it to someone that we believe will help us. We can figure this out. I just know that we have to take down this temple. If we don't, it's going to cause a lot more problems for a lot more people. And I just can't sit here and know that it's not being taken care of.
All right.
Are we all agree?
I agree with that. We have to take down that temple. I just don't like having that much power in anybody's hands.
That's
Is there a
But
way we
if-
could like send one of us ahead? Sort of like, I don't know. Someone
I'll-
get information from the people.
They trust me the most. If what you're worried about is their intentions, I can go ahead and I have people I trust within the camp. I can put together a team of whoever we need, of purely dedicated people if you need something done.
Sure, we could use it kind of like we could bargain with them to be like, okay, we know where you want to take this to the temple, but we somehow make it so then we can ask them, we want to build the team ourselves. Show us your soldiers, your people, or whatever, and then we will select the people to go and do the task, or maybe they'll select us because.
Well,
Like,
if we're trying to split it up into a leading force besides the army, I have
Yeah.
people I trust that I feel like could help us. It could be a gathering where we go in separately, but we would be taking this huge risk. We would.
all right. As long as you make sure that the forest doesn't get hurt because of this thing, this is a powerful, powerful magical object, and I don't want anybody to get hurt because of it.
People are.
I've seen what things like this can do to people. It's
But-
not going to end well.
But the temple is a far greater evil. I don't know how else to tell you this, but people are going to get hurt regardless. We're in a war right now. We're about to face a battle where thousands of good men and bad men could die. We could die tomorrow. And if this doesn't get taken care of, we have to find someone we can trust.
All right. I trust you.
Okay.
I trust you.
then I'll go ahead and gather some men and join you.
So,
All right.
all right.
I wouldn't mind coming with you to figure out this. I just want to make sure it's done correctly to the point where no one ends up doing things they regret.
Mm-hmm.
Well,
I agree.
if you're trying to hold a bargaining chip of these gems against the general, then...
No, that's not what I'm doing.
Well, they could just take it from us. I trust them and I fully believe that they're going to do the right thing, but if we try to negotiate, they could just do what they want. They are good people.
We don't necessarily need to negotiate. We just want to make sure that it is going, like, I believe that they'll probably do okay with whatever they do with it. But we just want to make sure. We just want to check in on them. Maybe we could even offer to join their quest in delivering the gem to the temple.
So you want to create a task force of Avengers and go in?
I mean, are we kind of doing that already? Are we, like, we could just be like, look at, not only do we bring back the gems, the skull, but we got this wagon, we got these horses, we got
We straight up obliterated a lich.
We slayed a witch. Like, now we have the skull of the lich. Look at these arrows I shot in its face over and over. We're quality fires. I can just hear the coin. I can just hear the coin rattling in my pockets. It's gonna happen. I say we do that.
Okay.
So what's the plan?
Do you guys want me to go ahead and you catch up, or how would you like to do this?
I mean, we still got some horses. I can give you, if you both want to go and right ahead of us, you can just take our 2 more living horses, and we'll meet you there.
Okay. You would hide the gems until we tell you it's okay?
Yeah.
Okay.
Where are you hiding the gems?
They can, like, keep it on them and, like, stay behind so that way they can't be, like, detected.
An idea.
I think Lilia should hold on to them because I'm not as stealthy as you, just in case, you know.
And it's your forest. You're magical.
You're more magical than me, so.
All right.
Another idea is you could give us one to prove that we got them.
That's right. Yeah. Yeah.
Ooh, okay. We could take one.
You'll just take one. Just one.
Which one seems the less dangerous?
There's air, fire, water, and earth.
Probably air.
Air. Probably good. Okay.
That's a good
got it.
fire.
Go ahead. Then we'll tuck that in my pouch and take the 2 horses.
All right, so Seraphine and Winthrop are going to get on horses and go, and they have the 1 air gem with them, right? The other 2 are going to wait a little bit and then start riding ahead, or are you just going to stay in the grove until you hear something?
That's what it sounds like it is.
Yeah, we'll wait.
Okay. Okay.
Wait.
All right, ready?
Well, we're kind of
Be safe.
behind them.
I'm scared because they're splitting the party.
Ready?
Bad
Yeah!
idea.
All right.
Stay tuned.
Yay! Ready? Okay.
Yeah.
So, Seraphine and Winthrop, you get on the living horses, and you start riding through the forest, and it's minutes and minutes pass. You know, and you're getting real far in the gnarly forest. There's a lot of distance between you and the other 2.
We can kind of just talk.
Lilia and Bravesweet, are you staying inside the carriage, hanging out, or are you gonna get out and?
I'm still driving the carriage. I'm just like.
Well, you're not moving, are you? You're.
Yeah.
Could we stay like a distance from them, like?
I guess.
Just chill here.
900 feet, maybe. I don't know.
Which is it? Are you waiting, or are you going to? Are you just gonna stay in the grove, or are you gonna follow? That's what I want to know.
I was thinking that we would follow, but at a far enough distance where they wouldn't be able to.
Okay. Well. Okay. All right. So.
But we also like in like a carriage with dead horses. We're not like.
You're kind of noticeable.
Yeah.
So Lilia and Bravesweet, so you're kind of sitting there talking about this stuff, and you notice, Bravesweet, you notice immediately all those weird funguses that you see a lot in the gnarly forest. Suddenly, the whole grove is ringed with them, and they seem to be getting
God.
bigger and bigger. What
It's been
do you
getting
do?
worse and worse since we left. Fungus.
And then a couple of them form into humanoid forms, like fungus people, and their eyes kind of flare with a green light, and they look angry. And then Seraphine
Look,
and
Moe.
Winthrop, you're riding through the
Hi.
forest. Oh, it's really
Yes.
nice, right? Oh,
Yes.
Gnarl must be in a good mood. But then, like, more and more, you see, like, these funguses, and they start
Don't
growing
like
bigger and
it.
bigger. And up ahead, one fungus, like,
Seems like a
grows
bad idea.
really huge to the height of 15 feet and forms into a fungus woman with, like, a fungus crown and fungus
Oh,
things
God.
sticking out of her. So each of you she looks down at you. As you approach, each of you is going to make a saving throw. That's going to be a charisma saving throw.
Okay.
Oh, lovely.
Okay.
Us too?
17.
Let's do 19. Yeah.
So the 19 made it. 17, Winthrop. Roll a percentile.
Percent.
Oh no!
D100.
That's so good.
Something's going to go.
84.
So this is actually Zugtcoin, the demon queen of fungi.
I knew it.
And she's glowering down at you, and just looking on her true form is enough to drive you mad. So Winthrop, you've
Plunge.
gained madness. You are... You can play this how you want. Here's what it says. I am
Okay.
constantly scratching at unseen fungal infections. So you have fungus on your shoulders or whatever. All right, whatever.
No.
And
Instantly, there's an itch, like where the the area that doesn't have as much hair as this. It's like,
Alright. So, and we'll stop there and pick it up from there next time.
No!
all right?
Ugh.
Yay.
That was a bad idea.
writing this
got my
down
way
so I don't
again.
forget.
You split the party. Yay.
A DM's treat there.
I know.
Do it.
I was trying not to light up as you talked about
You're
it.
trying to be smart. We're facing a god. Okay. We killed a lich.
No.
Now,
Mhm.
spell completed. We're facing a demon goddess.
Mhm.
Oh, we should have
Fun.
taken a long rest. Why didn't we?
Yeah, you didn't take any rest.
Fucking-
You didn't even. We're dead. We're so dead.
All right, so everybody, thank you for watching. We'll see you next Sunday for Dungeon
Thank
Academy
you.
4. Next week will be the
Thank you.
final of the prologue episodes, and then week 5 we're going to start the actual Chris Perkins prequel adventure called The Battle of Embrity Meadows. So next week is the finale of this first 4 like setup stuff, and we'll get to
Great.
that next time.
More
Okay.
nice things after next episode.
Yay.
Yeah.
And I thought I was scared last time.
I know.